What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Blood on the Razor Wire TV, where we bring it to you real and we bring it to you raw. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the video, and make sure you leave a comment. If you haven't already, grab the book, Blood on the Razor Wire. You can get it directly from us at freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. Those of you that have been listening, I put out the audio book and a bunch of different clips. If you want a copy where you can just listen to the whole thing at one time, hit us up at that same email. Today, we're going to get into what that knife will do, that knife game, right? Really, I was undecided on what kind of video I wanted to do today because two of these things popped out at me. One was the kid that I mentioned on the video last night. 3-year-old kid, he's outside. He's swinging at the cops. The cops are trying to execute a murder warrant. This little 3-year-old's punching the cops in the midsection and cussing them out. And I think I'm going to do that video when I get back because I'm leaving for a day and then I'll be back. But there's an important message there too. It's a learned behavior. It's not something that we should be doing or teaching our kids, right? This ain't just about saving kids from life imprisonment, premature death in the streets, but it's also about the parents. Because the message ain't just for the kids, the message is for the parents too. We got to be better parents. And then there's this other video, right? And I'm sure many of you have seen this. Someone hits me up on social media, one of the Blood on the Razor Wire family members are like, yo, Chad, there's this video of this kid. These guys get into it in the train station. Dude gets hit in the neck, and he dies, man. Young man dies. The other kid's charged with murder. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that knife game. We'll talk about what happens in the streets, what happens in prison. Short little message tonight because I'm leaving. My anniversary, me and my wife are taking off for the day. But we'll definitely be back. But I wanted to give you just a little short message tonight, right? And I want to talk about this. For those of you that haven't seen the video, I wish I could put it up. I might have to get one of them Patreons and start doing this stuff, right? But this is what happens. These dudes have a little confrontation. They're beefing. One dude's a big dude. There's a group of 3 or 4 dudes over here, 3 dudes over here. Dudes are beefing, whatever happens. Dudes are trying to walk away. They're like, yo, man, be easy, man. We don't want no trouble, man. We're out of here. Be easy, man. Just go ahead, man. They're trying to walk away. These cats are actually trying to walk away. Then these other dudes, they're pressing them. They're like coming towards them. And I've seen this in prison, man, where dudes are like, yo, man, I ain't really looking for it, man. I ain't looking for no trouble, man. I'm trying to keep pushing. And these same dudes are like, nah, man, you're going to have some trouble today. We're pushing. We're pressing you. What's up? And the little dude squats down and looks like he's got some little hands on him, right? He gets in a little fighting stance. He wants to fight the other kid. The other kid pulls out a knife like, yo, man, I told you, man, go ahead, man. Get out of the way. And I've seen plenty of people in prison, man, where when you pull out that knife will keep people off you, man. Yo, chill, man, get back. These 2 kids square off. He swings the knife at the dude, misses him. But now he's got his big-ass homeboy, right? Big-ass homeboy's like, nah, man, nah, what's up? And he's not afraid of the knife. He's pressing dude. Dude swings at him. Boom, hits him in the neck. You see dudes start to, that thing starts coming out. And then you see him go to the ground with his hand on his neck. And that's where he takes his last breath. 24-year-old young man. Had his whole life ahead of him. And he's looking up at the stars, probably thinking, damn, this is it. This is it. And these other 3 dudes, they're like, yo, man, we're giving you an opportunity. We want to go. And sometimes remember this in life. It's okay to give a person a way out. These dudes wanted a way out. They didn't want to fight. They didn't want to beef. Yo, you got that. You win. We're out of here. Big boy was like, nah, I'm pressing you. Gets hit in the neck, man, and takes his last breath. And when I seen that video, it reminded me of something that I had seen in prison. And I've talked about this before, where dude got hit in the chest. One shot, boom, jumps back, ready to fight, falls to the ground and dies, man. Didn't even have that much time left. Falls to the ground and dies. Some dudes, they want to live that tough guy life. And when you live the tough guy life, sometimes there's consequences. Like I said, a lot of times, man, when you pull out that knife, I've seen dudes back dudes off, man. They're like, yo, what's up? Swinging the knife. Dudes don't want to get stabbed, so they're jumping at you. I had a situation like that myself in Big Sandy, where these dudes were jumping at me. Me and Ace, we exchanged some punches. We're working a little bit on the basketball court. But then when the shit got real, man, they're just like acting like they want to do something until the cops get there. And in this situation, Dude was pressing dude, man. It just took that one shot. And dudes that have been to prison, you've probably seen this before. It's always dudes that take that one shot that die. Look at the story we did, 2 weeks ago on Little Will. Little Will stabbed 50, 60 times and don't die. I've seen dudes stab 20, 30 times and they live. And I've seen dudes stab one time and they die. And I'm sure the dude that was swinging the knife, he probably didn't want to kill this cat, right? He just wanted to go, man. Yo, leave us alone. And now guess what? He's charged with murder. Let's read a little bit about it. A young man charged with murder over a stabbing at Fortitude Valley train station will remain behind bars. It was not brought up from the cells to face a magistrate on Tuesday. The case of Sairam Kawami Dajanuta, 20, was briefly heard in Brisbane Arrest Court after he was charged on Monday afternoon with killing 24-year-old Loy Michael Tagaloa. Man, 24 years old, man. 24 years old. And there's a big kid. I'm put his picture on the green screen. That's him. Sad, man. Dude lost his life, and now this other kid's sitting in jail. It will be alleged by police that the two groups of young men first confronted each other in Brunswick Street Mall about 4 a.m. on Monday. It is not known who started the altercation. The argument then continued inside Fortitude Valley Station's shopping complex. Footage of the confrontation and the alleged fatal stabbing has circulated on social media. It's all over. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's all over. And we're going to talk about dudes in prison too. And like I said before, this isn't just a prison channel, man. This is a life experience channel. I'm hoping that some young dude hears this and says, you know what? Chad just said, man, sometimes dudes want a way out. And I've told people in prison, yo, man, if it ain't worth killing them over, it ain't worth fighting over, right? And this little beef that these dudes were having, it wasn't worth killing them over. And I'm sure, this dude, he can't come back and tell us, Loy Michael Tagaloa, he can't come back and say, damn, man, I wish I didn't do that. I wish I would have let these dudes go when they wanted a way out. I wouldn't give it to them, and now I wish that I did. Police say the footage shows the victim with 3 of his friends, while the other group appears to consist of 3 young men. One of the victim's friends is seen advancing towards the other group, appearing to taunt them while in a low fighting stance as if he's about to throw a punch. Yeah, he's down there, he's working. Yo, what's up? The other kid pulls the knife out like, yo, man, go ahead. He swings it a couple times, misses that dude, and then big boy's like, nah, I'm coming in. And then he gets hit that one time. That one time in his neck, man, and the blood's everywhere, man. He falls to the ground, and you're just like, wow. And if you watch that video, some people might be like, oh, man, that's what happens to tough guys. But it's bigger than that, man. It's about bad decisions, man. It's about a young man, 24 years old, forever gone. His blood's left on a train station platform or in a mall platform, just looking up into the sky. Like, damn, man. And I believe that people know when they're going to die, right? You guys seen the videos? Remember the video from Pollock that I did where you see the black dude, he stabs the white kid, Bubba Sparks. He's not the rapper. He was a kid that looked like Bubba Sparks. That was the little code name that they gave him, nickname they gave him in prison. He had a few days left to go home, couple months, and he ends up dead. And then, oh boy, and I try to get this kid to come on the show. I hit him up on Facebook. He goes and he butchers the other dude. He hits the black kid up, right? He stabs him. You see him in the shower. He's dying, man. He's taking his last breath. He's like, damn, man. He's probably laying there thinking like, wow, what did I do? You ever been in a situation where you thought about, wow, what did I do? Why did I do that? That's what this video is about. Making you think before you make that decision, man. Thinking like, damn, man, if you're ever in a beef, man, if it ain't worth killing them over, it ain't worth fighting over, let him go. Dude wants a way out. Let him go. You win. Dude walked away. You win. But in this situation, there's a whole bunch of losers. The man from the other group who is armed with a knife takes at least one swing at the victim's friend with the knife, but misses. According to police, the victim then appears from behind an advertising board, walking towards the other group with his hands down. Now, they put that in the article. He's probably walking up talking some shit. His hands are down. Yeah, maybe his hands are down because he don't really know how to fight. He's just big. He's going after them kids, man, when them kids are trying to get away, right? Seconds later, the victim is slashed in the neck, which he clutches for a few seconds as his blood pours onto the floor. Police say the victim then drops to the ground in a pool of his own blood. His friends continue to advance on the other group, seemingly unaware that their friend has been mortally wounded. Your man's laying back here. He's leaking. Blood left on the, can't say the razor wire. He's leaking, and you're still going after these dudes, man. And these dudes are retreating. They're like, yo, we don't want no beef, man. We're good. They don't even know that their boy's back here taking his last breath. Kid ends up in court. Says in court on Tuesday, defense lawyer Joe Wicking asked for the case to be adjourned. The youth was unable to apply for bail in Brisbane arrest court because he has been charged with murder. Now, when I watched the video, I don't know what their self-defense laws are like over there, but when I watched the video, I'm like, this is a clear case of self-defense. Dude don't want no beef. He pulls out the knife and tells him, hey, man, get back. And these fools still want to fight. Maybe they were drinking. Maybe they weren't in their right mind. And you guys heard the stories, man, about prison. Antonio. Man, the story about Antonio is wicked. They're playing poker. Dude pretends he's got a knife, pulls up his shirt. Like, yo, I'll put that knife in you. And Antonio really has one, and the other dude don't. He's just drunk. And then Antonio starts hitting him. He says, man, don't kill me. He says, man, it's too late for that. And I'll tell you this from personal experience. Antonio regretted that stuff, man. When he was in the hole, he's like, damn, man, they're going to try to give me the death penalty. He was down there in the hole crying, man. Heartbroken. He knew that his life was forever gone. His life was over. He was never getting out of prison. I think they ended up sentencing him to life. He didn't get the death penalty, but I think he got life. But that was another situation, man, where dude was drunk, faking at the highest level. Man, dudes knew that Antonio would put in that work. DC dude. He didn't have to probably kill dude, right? Could have got up and just beat the brakes off him. Like, you're faking, homie. He knew dude didn't really have that thing on him. And then there's other times, man, where I've seen plenty of dudes, like I said, man, that knife will keep a motherfucker off you most of the time. Unless you get some gung-ho dudes, man. You get a gung-ho dude like, yo, I'm all the way with the business. What's up? I ain't afraid of your knife. And I seen a knife fight like that in USP Lee, out on the yard. Two dudes from Maryland. I think they were both from Maryland. One kid was in my unit. Real nice dude. Real respectful. Slim, always working out. He's like, man, I'm going back to you. And he went and got that knife. And he went out there and they were hitting each other, man. And he was getting dude. And then dude hit him. Dude hit him in the arm. I think he hit him somewhere bad, man, in his arm. Where his whole arm went dead. Now dude's chasing him around the yard. But what is it really over? What do you think these kids were beefing for, man? Do you think it was worth dying over? For real, think about that. Not worth it, man. How about the two kids, man, at USP Lee, two Native American Crips? They say, yo, we're about to send homie up top. And for those of you that don't know what up top means I'm going to go send him to protective custody. He's going to have to go tell the lieutenant that he can't be here no more. He violated the rules. He did something that we feel is wrong. And so many times, man, in prison, dudes are like drama queens, man. They dramatize everything. They take something small and turn it into something big. Like, yo, we're about to send dude up top. He did this. And really, man, it's like a minute thing, man. It's really not even an issue. They go down there to send homie up top. They swing at the dude with a knife. Dude moves out of the way. He hits his man in the neck. And he kills him. Forever gone. His family, they're on life support. His family's up there. Come to see him. They're like, man, pull the plug, man. It's over. Another family that has to bury a son. Another mother that has to say goodbye to her son. It's never supposed to be that way, man. Children are supposed to bury their parents. Parents are not supposed to be burying their kids, man. And that's what it's about today. That's what the message is about today, man. There's a whole bunch of stuff here, man. Think about it. Whenever you're involved in a situation, ask yourself, I mean this. Stop for 1 second, man. Think back to Blood on the Razor Wire TV and say, is it really worth killing them over? If not, it ain't worth fighting over. Accidents happen all the time. If you're in a confrontation with someone and they want a way out, man, let them go. Let them go, because everybody wins. You win, he wins. Let them go, man. Go ahead, man, do your thing. And in the end, you're going to be happier about it. Because if you end up hitting this dude in the neck, they're going to be taking you to court. You're going to be sitting in the cell like, damn, man, why did I do that? And this is another message for the tough guys, right? You always get these tough guys, man. Rah-rah guys, too hard for the yard. Dudes in your neighborhood. Dudes you might see at Walmart. You've seen them all. They even got these dudes in Walmart, man. Where they're like, you're like, are you serious right now? It's always the tough guys. And you know, I feel bad that this young man lost his life. He's 24. I feel bad for the other kid that's sitting in jail and can't get a bail because he's charged with murder and he's 20 years old. And he was like, yo, I don't want no issue, man. And now he's got a big, big issue. An issue that he didn't want. He was carrying that knife and he had to use it, man. He was in a position where he's like, man, I got to use this. This dude's probably whoop us. Big old boy right here. But think back to that, man. Think back to that. Young men, young women. Is it really worth it? 99% of the time, it's not, man. You don't want to be sitting in the cell like Antonio talking about, damn, man, my life's over, man. I'm never going to get out of here. This is it. And I promise you, these folks will take the key, lock it up, and throw it away. Remember that little song when you was a kid? People used to sing that? Take the key and throw it away. People might have joked around when you were a little kid. I'm going to take the key and throw it away. Man, don't let them throw away the key, man. Use your key for life. You're the author of your own story. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Until tomorrow, we're out.